it's Reesha and this is my first YouTube video. Alright, so for my very first YouTube video, I decided to show you guys my August TBR list. A little backstory, I started reading this March, just like this year. Me and my coworkers decided to start a little book club, and we decided to start with the Housemaid series just because we knew that I think the main reason why is because it's coming out, like the movie is coming out in December and we all wanted to watch it together. But that book, or Frida McFadden in general, started my little obsession with reading. And that's also kind of when I figured out that thriller is probably my favorite genre when it comes to reading. So now I have so much book that I need to finish reading before I buy more books. But today I'll show you guys what I got for my August TBR list. Don't mind my little Frenchie. This is Pork Chop and he is my 1-year-old boy Frenchie. Like I mentioned earlier, Frida McFadden started my little reading obsession, so I feel like I always have to throw in a Frida McFadden book every month. I think I've read about, I'm gonna say 7 or 8 books of hers already, including like the whole Housemaid series. But for today I chose The Inmate. I don't know a lot about it, but one of my coworkers told me, I hope it's this one. She told me that it's about basically a nurse practitioner that has some type of relationship with an inmate, or I don't know if they developed in the book, but yeah, so it's something about like healthcare related as well. But I'm excited. I feel like Frida McFadden books are very, very easy to read, beginner friendly, and very fast paced. So far, I think my favorite book from her is, I feel like it's a toss up between the first Housemaid. Actually, no, I like the second one better. I feel like there's more drama in that one. But I think I also really love Ward D. I like anything kind of psychological. I don't know if it's because I work in the healthcare like field, so I feel like that one always kind of, I can connect to it really well. But yeah, this is my first pick for the month. My second pick for August is the first book of the Flawless series by Elsie Silver. I kind of DNF'd this when I started reading just because I just wasn't getting into it. The beginning, like I feel like every beginning of the book, it's like the introductory for every characters, and I just wasn't getting into it. But recently I watched Franny and Nessa's live stream with them doing the Flawless series, and I thought it was really funny the way they were reading like the spicy scenes. So I sent it to like my best friend, and I told her that we should read this together. Hopefully we can do like what they do, like read a few chapters a week and then we can talk about it at the end of the week. And then yeah, I'm kind of excited now. I feel like them doing that little book club got me intrigued with reading this. So yeah, I feel like this second time that I try to read this, I'm really gonna get into it. But I'm very excited. I think the Reckless one was the one I saw, or the second book that they were reading, and it was really funny, like the way they were just reenacting some of the spicy scenes. But yeah, I'm excited for that series. So my next pick for this month is Abby Jimenez's Part of Your World book. Yesterday we did our book club meeting for the summer, and my friend April, she told us that yours truly and this book is kind of connected with like the characters that's in it. I believe this one, quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe this one was about the couple that helped Emma when she was really sick, I believe. That's what I'm assuming, I think. And I think this is the first book. I don't know if they're a series or if they're just connected, but I guess this is the first one, and then yours truly was second, and then Just for the Summer was the third book with all the characters that are connected to it. But I'm really excited. I really love Just for the Summer. I wasn't into romance books until I think I read that. I don't know. I think that was my first romance book that I read since I started reading in March. But all the emotions were there. It was so cute. It was easy to read. The characters are so likable, so relatable. And then also there's some really emotional parts. I know I cried at least twice in that book. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. So for the last two books I chose for this month, they're both from the Powerless series. Powerless was the first fantasy book that I read. So I read the first Powerless book and the Fourth Wing, the first one. But I told myself I need to finish a series first before reading another one because I won't be able to keep up. I feel like with fantasy books there's a lot of them, so I need to just stick with one of them. So yeah, I'm gonna read Powerless, which is a little novella in between, I believe, Powerless and Reckless. And from what I've read so far, it's about Adina and Peyton's friendship, like how they met, and also a little backstory about Adina. So really excited for that. And then the next one is the second book of Powerless series. It is called Reckless. Don't know anything will happen yet. I'm trying not to get any spoilers online. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what happens in this book, just because I feel like when I read Powerless, I didn't know that it was gonna end like that. I thought it was gonna be like a cute love story at the end, but I guess I figured it out that it was gonna be a enemies to lovers type of thing. I think that's what I'm getting at so far. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this book and then hopefully finish the whole series. If I ended up finishing this and I have more time this month, maybe I'll get I believe it's Fearless. And I also think there's a Fearful one, so I don't know when I'm supposed to be reading that. But yeah, so far those are the books that I chose to read for this month. I'm gonna try to really stick to that, just because I feel like when I look in my little bookshelf, I get overwhelmed on what to read next, and then I feel like that's when I start getting into like a slump, because I'm like, I have so much books to read, like I need to know what I'm feeling for that day. But yeah, okay, so I think that is it for my very first YouTube video. I hope you guys liked my little August TBR list haul. And if you want to leave me a comment of any like recommendations and how to edit any videos I can use to learn more, or like also any book recommendations, especially if you're for the fall season and winter season. And yeah, I hope you guys liked my video. I'm really excited. This has been something that I've been wanting to do since probably high school, but I've always been scared. But I think now I'm like in the right headspace for it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll see you guys next time.